Bitcoin finishes this cycle closer to 250,000. I think a lot of people are lower. I think it might be higher because of the dynamics of the ETF and other stuff. I'm pegging Ethereum between 15 and 20,000. And I'm pegging Solana between 750 and 1,000.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that was Raoul Paul. He was talking to Anthony Scaramucci. I like his predictions. Bitcoin now hugging the mid $69,000 range, and I expect it to be very strong this next week with new ETF inflows. In the top 100, top gainers, number one, Gala, up 37% on the 24-hour, 75% up on the 7-day. Floki is up 17% on the 24-hour. It's 95% on the 7-day. Yeah, it is currently trading at 0.0002842. You know, I just want to say that it was birthed by Shiba fans who call themselves the Floki Vikings. It's a meme coin, and meme coins with communities should never be disregarded. And third among top gainers is MakerDAO. That is a governance token. It acts as a voting share. 50% of the tokens are owned by whales, and its all-time high was at 4,900 back in May 2021. Today, the token trades at about 2,700. And coins that are giving up a little bit of profit, well, the three top gainers yesterday are down slightly. We've got WorldCoin giving up 10% of its gains. Render is down 8%, and Fetch AI down 6%. Moving right along, Alloy Networks gives us a public service announcement that the XRP AMM amendment does not give passive income for just holding it. It requires participation in a pool, which is not guaranteed to be risk-free. Pika Labs continues to amaze me with their technology. This is the video on command, as they say. They've recently added lip sync and some cool sounds, such as this one, sizzling bacon. I tried the Pika Labs lip sync, but I don't know, I think they need another iteration. John's lips just barely move. He looks like a ventriloquist.
We want truth, justice, and the facts, and let you decide.
And speaking of John, I did find a new poll that came out of the Boston.com, and you can see that 57% of the 500 readers surveyed thought that Elizabeth Warren in her position was vulnerable. And another person that I'd like to see out of her Senate seat is Cynthia Lummis. Let me just play this clip for you, and I think you'll understand why.
There are, thousands of altcoins, and they are alt, meaning they are alternatives that don't have a clear regulatory framework. A number of them are securities. They're not commodities like Bitcoin is. So if you know something's a commodity like Bitcoin, it would be regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. But some of those that have the incidence of a security should be regulated by the SEC. And we don't have that regulatory framework to clarify which is which. So some of these altcoins, for people who think maybe Bitcoin is synonymous with cryptocurrency, it's not. The only thing that you can clearly put your money in right now and know that it's a good store of value and a solid means of exchange going forward is Bitcoin.
Yes, there are a lot of other cryptos that are important. It's not just all about Bitcoin. All right, let's jump over here to David Schwartz in his latest BlockStars podcast. This is with TRM, and it is all about track and trace. Yes, absolutely, it can be done. Law enforcement can trace crypto through mixers, dark net markets, and chain hopping. So Elizabeth Warren really needs to know she must stop spreading this false narrative. Have a listen.
In 2016, the biggest hack at the time was of the Bitfinex exchange. It was about $70 million in Bitcoin. Well, law enforcement used tools like TRM to follow those flow of funds for 5 years. They followed those funds through mixers and in and out of darknet markets, chain hopping, all kinds of different types of obfuscation techniques. But law enforcement was able to follow the funds as the technology got better, and ultimately was able to seize back those funds. By the time they seized them back in about 2021, they were worth about 4.2 billion, which is just sort of a function of the price of Bitcoin over that time, which was really, it was the largest seizure of anything in US history. But when you talk about sort of that next step, it really is a law enforcement, places like IRS, criminal investigations, Homeland Security, FBI are working with tools like TRM and others to track and trace those flow of funds. And it's something that absolutely can be done today and seized back.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Ripple acquire TRM Labs. That's my prediction. All right, I'm going to tell you tomorrow I've got an entrepreneurial strategy for Web 3.0 with some amazing guests. Yes, there will be Eduardo from the IPO Club, Jay at Spendabits, Mohammed Taysir. He's going to bring us some really great information about what's going on with crypto blockchain in the Middle East. And Chris Dangerfield and Dirk from Expectar. In less than 24 hours, the beta is live. 20 builders and 38 projects, all under the umbrella of the Expectar Metaverse. You'll recognize most of the projects, if not all: the XDC community, XRPL Labs, Spendabits, Zerpay, Badass Yetis, Blockchain Backer, Seed Starter, Casino Coin, and many, many more. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.